Welcome back to another video. Today we have to move the rest of these blackberries because I got a dozer coming next week. So I wanted to clear all this. This used to be all woods here, and I'm trying to move these so these aren't going to be right in the middle of all the grass. I moved some over there, some over to that side, and some on the other part of the property. But these produce really well, so I want to get these dug up and moved. So when the dozer comes in to root rake, these don't just all get torn up and wasted. So we got to get rid of these ones that already had the berries on them last year, because those won't do any good this year. So we'll go through and get rid of those first. Should have brought a pruners, but I don't know where mine are right now, so just gonna have to get by without it. Okay, so once we're down to just our one cane, then we can start digging them up. Ground's still a little froze right here. I watched several other videos of people doing this, and they all seemed to have like this perfect setup. They weren't like digging up in the woods. It seemed like they were digging up in like a garden where they were all planted nice and there wasn't a bunch of stuff around them. These things got vines around them, and I don't know if this one's gonna make it. Didn't get much of the root there. These small ones are the easiest. I find these roots don't go that deep, but they spread out a lot. So if you can kind of get under it and shake it a little bit, then you can kind of get a feel for where the roots are going. And you get all these, like, this is like a vine here. It's tangled up in it. So here you can see our root goes this way. Blackberries spread out by the roots, so a lot of times the roots just go two directions and they're not like this huge, giant ball. See, this is a much bigger root from a different plant than just shot this sprout up. But I think that one will make it. It's good to get a lot of the small roots, even if you don't get a lot of the big ones. I'm not going for perfection with these. I'm more just trying to get them out of the ground. If some of them die, ain't that big of a deal. I mean, they were just going to get mowed over anyway, so. I bet you there was thousands of them here. I mean, I've already moved a ton of these. let's start planting these. This looks like a really bad spot to plant them, I know, but I'm running out of places to put them. And this would be nice to have them kind of right off the road here, so you can just pick them as you go. And it'll be nice to have a little bit of something here to screen off all this, so you don't have to look at all this trees and stuff that are down. I don't know how well these are going to do here, because there is a lot of rock here and not a lot of dirt. But I got so many of these all over now that if some of them don't survive, it kind of is what it is. It's better than just pushing them over with a dozer. At least here, maybe they'll grow. Over there, they would definitely get taken out. So a lot of these roots are kind of long and not real wide, so it's easier to kind of dig like more of a trench than like a big round hole. And in this rock, the less digging I can do, the better. I have a couple of these plants. All right, 2 down. Only like a gazillion more to go. I have higher hopes for these ones that actually have some of the original soil on them. Hopefully those will do a little bit better than the ones who got nothing. Got projects like this, I find that if I wanted to wait and do this like perfect, I would like never get around to it. So just get it in, get them in the ground and get it done. And then just plant more than you think you want is my approach. I probably did about maybe half or so of all these in the fall. And I'm doing now about another half in the spring. So it'd be interesting to see if the spring ones and the fall ones have any difference, if they seem like they do any better. They were pretty dormant both times, so I don't think it'll make too big of a difference, but I am interested to see if it looks like one does better than the other. This ground here is a lot nicer to dig in, mostly because it's reasonably undisturbed. This ground is more dry though. Well, the sun's starting to set, so I'm calling it a day. We got this side of the road here pretty well covered with blackberries, so as long as they survive, it'll be really nice to have. I got some of these ones that I planted last year, like this one. It's like broke off or chewed off or something. And that's not the only one either. Almost all these ones. Here's another one. And it looks fresh too. And here's these ones. But anyway, we'll catch back up on this with on another day. Well, I spared you the expense of filming all this because it was so monotonous, but we finally got it done here. So this was all blackberries, all the way up until that walnut, and back until that stump over there. So we got it removed. So this is our first patch of blackberries that we planted. This is the second patch that we planted. This one has a lot of big trees around it, so I'm not sure that if it's going to get enough light to do well. But these trees don't have branches on them for about 20 feet or so, so I'm hoping that they'll still do all right here. Hopefully it should get enough sun still. We got a patch here that runs down along this road, and also we got a patch that goes down this road. So that about does it for this video. In total, we ended up with 4 patches out of that one patch, and I'm estimating that was something like 500 plants or so that I transplanted, and I bet you there was over 1,000 there. Some got ripped up. I was being a little bit rough with them, but sometimes you just got to be a little rough with them. So some of them kind of got tore up when I was taking them out. Others were like too close to different plants, and you could only take one or the other. Some of them were broke. Some of them just didn't look very good, so not all of them got transplanted. But I think all in all, we did pretty good. We also got one small black raspberry patch that was because there were several black raspberry plants kind of mixed in there. So that was just kind of a bonus too. So we got all the plants moved, ready for the dozer, and hopefully we're ready for some berries this year.